Henry, 2 for 44 off 19 overs for you today. Would you say that's kind of been the story of your season? You know, bowling really nicely, good economy, but perhaps not getting the rewards with the wickets.
Yeah, I think this season's gone pretty well for me. I think, I've struggled to maybe get wickets at times, but I'm more than happy to go at a good economy rate. And the team is together, as we've shown today, got 7 wickets between the 3 of us. I think that's perfectly fine. And hopefully my time will come when I start to take more wickets, but for the time being I'm very happy with how I'm going.
Is that a big part of the team's approach, not worrying too much about individual figures, but more about how the unit perform together?
Yeah, definitely. We're seeing George took 4 wickets today. That's massive for the team. Jay could have done the exact same thing with a good spell today. I think, it helps the team out massively when everyone's going well, and
When you're bowling as well as you have, is it a frustration that you're not getting those wickets, or do you just have to trust that if you keep doing what you're doing that they'll come?
Yeah, I think so. I think I've done everything that I try to do fairly well. I think it just is a matter of hopefully my time will come and everything will start clicking, but for the time being I think I'm just got to keep going as I am.
A lot of people comparing you even at this early stage to Ollie Robinson with his approach of hitting the top of off time and time again, which you're doing pretty well given that this is your only your second season really of first class cricket. Yeah. Just talk us through your approach and how you look to bowl with that new ball.
So I try not to recently I've tried not to look to swing the ball. I've tried to just try and hit the pitch and see if I can get any movement off the wicket, and I think that's exactly what I've done this game. I think that's worked very well. I think if I can, when I go well, I bowl very consistently sort of around that top of off, and even if you're not moving the ball, you're still in a dangerous area, and if you get a bit of movement then you'll start taking wickets. But that's just exactly what I'll try and do every time I open the bowling.
And is Ollie someone you speak to a lot about the game?
Yeah, Ollie's, you couldn't ask for much better mentor really, and someone to play with. He's a very similar bowler, I think, to myself, which helps massively. Him and James Kirtley have helped me bring on my game so much in the last year or so. I try and follow in Ollie's footsteps as much as possible. He's helped me hugely.
And then let's talk about your batting. I guess before this game, people didn't necessarily have you down as a batsman, but you came out and scored 46 unbeaten and crucial runs yesterday with Jack. Tell us a bit about your pedigree as a batsman and how you went about that innings yesterday.
I've scored a few runs in the academy before, but I've never seen myself as more than maybe a bowling all-rounder. But I went out yesterday. Spoke to Matt Pryor before I went out, and we went through a clear plan, trying to break the innings down into sort of 10-run periods. Went out sort of with the thought in my mind that we're not 67 for 8, thinking we're in a good position, just push on from here. Communicated with Jack, and I think it just clicked for both of us, I think we went really well. So.
You're one of a number of young players who've emerged into this team in the last 2 seasons. How much fun is it playing cricket with these guys you've grown up with?
Yeah, I've played with a lot of these lads since I was 12, 13, and it just makes it that much better. Having the relationship I do with all the lads, we've got so much experience playing together. It makes it so much easier especially when it gets tough. Having that friendship and the bond between everyone just allows us all to get so much better, and I think it just makes everything in general a lot easier, being around the squad, and
And a group of 5 of you now living together as well, I understand.
Yeah, 5 of us just moved a few weeks ago. Allows us to get a bit more rest and recovery without having to drive 40 minutes home every day.
And talking of rest and recovery, I mean, how much of a shock to the system has the demands of professional cricket been, just with the schedule?
Yeah, it's completely different to anything I've experienced. You know, even playing cricket at school, you train in 2-3 times a week, and playing a couple of times a week, it's nothing compared to the intensity of playing first-class cricket. It's crucial that you do prepare and recover in the best way possible, because it's so easy to get injured in this environment. And I think it's nothing I've really encountered before, but I think over the last month or so I've come to realise what my body can handle and how I go about things the best way.
And that must be a confidence boost, getting to this point in the season after 7 games for the side, and you realising that you're up to it.
It's massive for me to realise that I've never been one to get injured too much when I was coming through the academy or anything, but it makes you realise how much you have to work in the gym and on your fitness to keep your body ready to go.
Let's talk about the state of this game. Sussex now leading by 61, 6 wickets in hand, and 2 batsmen looking pretty good out there. What do you think would be a target to set Northamptonshire which would give you confidence of coming out winners?
If we can get a lead of anything over 200, I think that gives us a really good chance in this game, especially with how we bowled in the first innings. I think we're confident that we can bowl this side out for under 200. But yeah, these two are going, Hainsey and Brownie, going really well at the moment. Just put on a few runs at the end there, and they look really confident. Been in for a while now, and I think they can push on in the morning. And
we've seen in all 3 innings that the new ball is a crucial period in terms of wicket taking. I guess you feel like you have a big role to play when it's your turn in the 4th innings.
Yeah, I won't do anything except for what I did in the first innings. I'll try and hit my same spots and do what I do best. I won't try and change anything. I think that's the best way to go, and hopefully that's enough for us.
And I guess once the ball goes a bit softer, Jack Carson probably have a role to play as well.
Yeah, he's bowled really well this game, just held up an end, that bottom end, and as he always does, so consistent, and helps us just slow the run rate down, puts so much pressure on the batsmen. Is really useful.
Great to see you bowling so well, and good luck for the rest of the game.